Welcome. Welcome to our monthly Awakening from the Dream online retreat. And this month we have the theme of holy relationship. So I know we're going to have a very deep weekend. We're going to be starting today with Francis Zhu here in Mexico. And also this evening there will be some of the members from our community sharing for a holy relationship panel. Tomorrow we're going to have David Hoffmeister with us for a movie workshop, and then our last session on Sunday with Francis and David. So we're in for a very full weekend. So to start it off, we're going to have Eric Archbold and Susan Hutzalak here in Mexico, and they're going to do a song for us. So I'll pass it over to you guys now.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Yeah, we're going to play a song called Quantum Love. And it's a song written by my friend Kirsten and Ricky and myself. And Susan and I just started practicing it, I think, yesterday. It's a beautiful song. Enjoy. This love's beyond romantic. This love cannot be contained. It's bigger than the two of us. Dissolves walls and breaks the chains. The past cannot stand in it. Future disappears from view when we surrender and let go the me and you. It's all we wanted. It's who we are. Heartbreaking, wide open. Under Christ's control. Under Christ's control. The only way to handle this is surrender all we know. The good, the bad, the right, the wrong. And just simply let go. To the vastness that we are. To the love that holds us safe, the soft surrender, the open-hearted space. daring to let it be, daring to allow to be given everything. It's quantum physics, baby. Love radiates undefined. It's all inclusive. One love, one heart, one mind. It's all we wanted. Quantum love, it's who we are. Open hearts breaking wide open. Under Christ's control. It's all we wanted. Quantum love is who we are. Open hearts breaking wide open. Under Christ's control. Under Christ's control. Under Christ's control.
Wow. Thank you, Eric and Susan. Hi, everybody. Wow. What an opening to a weekend together. I was listening to their songs and I was thinking, this is exactly how it feels to be under Christ's control. Feel like basking in the song, basking in the Spirit's song, and you just dance with it and swim in it. That feels, wow, so effortless and so lovely. Oh, wow. So a big welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us this weekend. Yeah, my name is Francis, and this morning I am here to welcome you and to open up this weekend to set the tone for a very profound topic, very relevant topic. And then we also want to open up to hear your prayers and what is really present on your heart, because the gift of this weekend is that it's going to be very, very interactive and it's going to be extremely practical. And whatever that's on your heart is going to be part of what the Spirit wants to share this weekend, because it's all contributing to opening up to a deeper understanding. And this is an invitation we share to ask the Spirit to shed some light on this topic, and to say, Spirit, give us straight. You know, we all have experiences of relationships. Spirit actually, Jesus says in the Course that everybody walking on earth has formed special relationships. So we are here using this whole weekend to say, Spirit, shed some light, give it to us straight, and be very practical, because we want to also know that we have something very tangible to apply. And yeah, I think tonight after this session, we're gonna take a break, and then tonight in the US and Mexican time zone, we are going to have a holy relationship panel by 4 long-term community members who are also in relationships themselves right now. So they are practicing the course 24/7 and living in community, being practicing for years. Also, they have a relationship, intimate relationship with someone also in the community. So tonight they just gonna open up to, they're very eager to share their experiences. And also if you have any questions you wanna ask, they're there for you. So that's gonna be Eric, Susan, Linda, and Peter for tonight. And tomorrow we are going to have a deep dive with David, with a movie that's gonna bring us to an experience all the way with the Spirit's commentary. Then we also are gonna open up to form small groups, so that you have a chance to not only watch the movie, not only have the Spirit's commentary coming through while you're experiencing the movie, you are also going to have time to share what comes up, what triggers emotionally with a very small group intimately. Then we're coming back for a closing session. And then Sunday, if there's anything that feels like the Spirit wants to address more in terms of practicality, or in terms of anything that we want to address to move forward with, David and I will come back Sunday to answer more questions and address more topics that comes up during the weekend. So we are going to have a very, very deep experience, and we should expect that, because Jesus says, miracles is another word. You're entitled to miracles. If it doesn't happen, something has gone wrong. We're entitled to miracles. We're entitled. That's the only thing we're entitled in this world. We're entitled to miracles. We're entitled to miracles this weekend. And we are going to look for miracles this weekend. This is how we're going to set our mind today. This is what we're looking for. Ultimately, we just want to know Spirit is real. We want to know Spirit is with us no matter what. Spirit is in our mind, is directing every steps along the way, and there's nothing we can do wrong. Wouldn't that be amazing to actually know that for sure? So this is what we are going into. We're going into this together to look for Spirit, to look for miracles, and to expect a deep dive into this experience together. And also, just to open this, I just love to welcome you. I said I want to open this retreat because I want to say hi to you. I want to hear you out in the second part of this session. I really want to welcome you. And actually, we have about 150 people in this retreat, signed up for this retreat right now. And a lot of you have been with us every month, because we do this monthly retreat every month. And some of you, this is your first time joining us in this way. And for you, I want to say thank you so much for spending your weekend this way, and welcome you to our lives, welcome you to our sharing. That's just feel so amazing that we can do it together. And also, I just look at your name list. Every time I look at the name list, I count the countries, how many countries we have here. I actually lost count. So I just maybe want to do a quick read so that we all know every part of the world. We come from different parts of the world, and yet we're all here together. There is no difference in the thoughts we have, in the things that we want to hear from the Spirit. That's just amazing. So I want to just do a quick count. We have people from Australia, from Belgium, Bermuda, Brazil, Canada, Denmark, Dominican Republic, Finland, France, Germany, Hungary, India, Ireland, Japan, Mexico, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Taiwan, United Kingdom, United States, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Italy, Panama, Peru, Portugal. I think that's it. China. And so we have 150 of us together, but also on top of it, we have a lot of people who are actually living with us in our co-living centers. So I want to welcome you as well. We have people from co-living centers in Mexico, in Spain, in the United States, and we have a mystical community in the monastery that Kirsten is leading. So welcome to this online retreat to be together. When I see this nameless, when I see your face, I really see the work of the Spirit, because the Spirit somehow brought us all together. It is preordained. This encounter that we're having right now, this weekend that we're together, this is preordained. And over the years practicing the course, this is what I start to see more and more. This path is leading us to something that is so beyond anything that we know, completely beyond anything we know. And Spirit is working to use all the symbols of this world to achieve a goal that is not of this world. And when I think of holy relationship as the topic of this weekend, I think, wouldn't it be nice to know how the Spirit sees the relationship and how the Spirit sees us, and how the Spirit wants to use relationships. And then that's why I say it's all preordained, because there is no accident. Then I flip open today's lesson, the workbook lesson for today. And the lesson is, my holiness envelops everything I see. Everything. My holiness envelops this rug I see. My holiness envelops this couch I see. For the Holy Spirit, the holiness is in us. It is who we are. And because of that, everything we see is holy, not because of they themselves, but because who is the one seeing it. So that is very, very different from what I think about relationships in this world. Spirit is saying, you can have a holy relationship because you are holy. And if you remember me, which is the right mind in you, if you remember me, if you allow yourself to be the host for God, for me, then you're going to extend holiness. Then everybody in your awareness is in a holy relationship with you. So it is not something you do. Wow, holiness comes from a vision, a perspective, and all it needs is to accept holiness in our mind. So I remember I was talking with my friend Jason in Mallorca, and he shared with me one of his experiences. He was doing the workbook lesson. I think it is everything is lesson God have me learn. That's the lesson he was focusing on that day, and he really gave himself over to the lesson. And then he had this experience, like a mystical experience, where he started to experience himself as a thought. And there is nothing solid around him. And he came back and he said to me, he said, well, that is what Jesus means when he says those things that can look so solid, but they're just like cloud. They look real, but if you stay with me, we can reach through it just like passing a dark cloud. He said, he literally meant it when he said it. He was in disbelief, in that glimpse, in that experience. And then he said afterwards, he really tried to get back to that experience, but he couldn't really get back. And the most he got into was Jesus said to him, a holy relationship is given you. That means Jesus is saying, don't try to get back to go cross the veil on your own. This is my part. I'm taking you there. I am taking you there, and I know how to take you there. A holy relationship is given you. And I am the one who is giving you a holy relationship. And in that holy relationship bears the gift that you can continue on toward that goal. So after that, he actually was given an opportunity to have a call with someone who reached out to him. And I think also he was asking Jesus, he says, so nothing is real, it's all thoughts. So what do you mean a holy relationship is given me? And Jesus said, just remember them. Remember that nothing is real. Nothing has gone wrong. It's all thoughts. Don't believe your brother's thoughts about themselves, about who they are. Don't believe their ego thoughts about themselves. And Jason's like, What do I say to them? And Spirit, Jesus said, nothing. You don't need to say anything. You just have to remember it. That's all you have to do. So then he was given an immediate experience to practice that. When someone was saying, I have very intense life, he tried everything first, give advice, and nothing works. Both of them feel denser and heavier. And the moment he remembered, Jesus says, just remember the truth for yourself and for your brother. That is a holy relationship. Then both of them start to become lighter and lighter. In the end, it was a total miracle. So the reason I really like that, experience is because the holy relationship, when Jesus talks about the holy relationship in A Course in Miracles, it is a pathway to God. And it is his pathway to God. It's not ours. It's not the way, how do I do relationship? How do I do relationship? It's not our way, it's his pathway. And he has already figured it out. So he will send the people to us. He will send the lesson to us. But all in all, it's for an immediate miracle so that we can learn the lesson in the instant. That's why he says, there are many, many pathways to God. And every pathway will get there because of the purpose. But your way is different. A holy relationship is a means to save time. And when a holy relationship is given you, and when you truly invite the Spirit to come through, to extend, what did he ask Jason to extend? It's a vision. It's not a doing. It's not a long-term relationship that is get into. It's a vision, but it's complete. It's a complete vision. You can't hold your brother as an ego and spirit at the same time. But if you can remember that vision, you cannot help but extend it. You don't even have to do a thing because our minds are connected. That's what Spirit is asking us. This is what he is asking us to do. This is how we extend the Spirit inside of us. Hold the vision. Vision is his gift. See truly. That is why David keeps saying this, a perception problem. It's a perception problem. It's a perception problem. Wow, I don't have the way Spirit sees. That is why I perceive all the problems. That is why I perceive all the lack. Can I solve anything there? The Spirit is saying, well, in my perception, everything is holy. Because you're holy. So everything you see is holy. Everybody you see is holy. Then I want to see how he sees. There's no problem. I want to see how he sees. So that is how he wants to use us and our relationship to extend his vision. But how can we extend a vision if we don't have it? That's why it is a gift to your brother and yourself at the same time, because we have to receive it first. And the extension is not a doing, it's automatic. So in the end, it becomes extremely simple. Spirit, I want to see. I want to see the way you see. Spirit, show me how to perceive. Spirit, show me how to forgive. Spirit actually said, Jesus actually said something in the very, very early part of the course about revelation. He said revelation is a total dissolve of fear and guilt. And that kind of experience sometimes is what people are looking for in physical closeness. And he said, yet miracle will take you to the closeness you will ever feel with anybody. Wow, that was very direct. Miracles can take me to the closeness I want with everybody. How is that as a translation? How is that as a translation? That's why miracles is what we're entitled to, because we're entitled to feel connected. We are connected. We're forgetting that. There is a vision, that perspective that's been distorted. So I like to really see it from the Spirit's perspective, and knowing that the Spirit not only knows the goals, but already set up the means for us to go there. And relationship has no goal of itself, not a separate thing. Everything in this world is used by the Spirit to achieve the final goal, to remember this love. Like Jesus, Eric and Susan were singing at the beginning. That's all we ever wanted. Heart wide open. Heart wide open. Remember a love that is not between just two people. That's all we want. And I really feel this is my experience along this way, even though I didn't really know where this path was going to lead me. Very clearly, Spirit knows. And Spirit has been working nonstop to send the symbols, to send the people, to send the task, the function, the relationships, the encounters, so that I can keep learning this one lesson. What is the Spirit? What is your vision? How to forgive? How forgiveness is also given by Him, even though that seems to be the one function we have in this world. He even said, forgiveness is my perspective. You need but ask. Then that is given you. How simple is that? We all know that paragraph very well in A Course in Miracles, saying a holy relationship isn't, your path will be different. A holy relationship is a means to save time. I don't know whether you noticed that in the same paragraph, it says, you need do nothing. You need do nothing except not to interfere. He says, I have arranged everything. Even how to use your relationship to achieve the goal that I have in mind. You need do nothing. How relaxing is that? The relationship, Jesus says in the Course, special relationship is the ego's most boasted gift. Because the purpose of special relationships is to achieve the ego's purpose, which is to reinforce the ego beliefs. That's the ego's purpose. Underneath every single special relationship, underneath it the purpose there is to strengthen the ego's beliefs about who you are, who the other person is, what the world is. This is really the ego's purpose. And the Spirit is saying, I use everything in this world, not a problem. Everybody on planet Earth has formed a special relationship, not a problem. Let me take it. Let me take it so that you can extend me to anybody you meet. And I'm going to send the people you need to meet. I'm going to send the people that you need to meet so that you can receive this message together. So that's really my experience. It took me a while to realize that I can't orchestrate miracles myself. That means I can't help people. I can't pick and choose. This one, I think I have something to offer. I can help them, or I can help myself. I have no control in that. Jesus, the Spirit, has a plan for absolutely everything, every single encounter. And what he wants us to do is to be very open. To be very open to say, okay, that will be done. Your plan is my will. Then use me. I'm wide open because I want that perspective. I want to see how you see it. I want that miracle. That's all that we have to do. We have to be willing. And then he will guide us to different seeming doings in this world, still with the purpose underneath it, to use what the ego has made. Bodies, relationships, tasks, collaborations, everything, work, job. None of the symbols is a problem to the Spirit. He will guide the body still seemingly do things and to fulfill his plan. But he will do it through you. That's why he can say, you just need to do nothing. Because don't think about what you need to do. I will plan everything and I will do it through you when action is needed. And I think maybe it is very, very difficult for the ego to accept that there's nothing we need to do. And I know that for me, it has been a very long journey to accept that, to really accept that in experiential level. And it is truly very gradual because when I look back on my journey, I can see, wow, the Spirit has come through so fast. Whenever I open up to say yes, he comes, he directs me to meet the ones. He sent me the people. I didn't even have to go out to look. And even relationships. Even relationships. He sent the relationships to me. And he says, there are many types of relationships in this world, but to me, they're all the same because I have the same purpose for these relationships. You are in these relationships to extend, still is to extend the Spirit. He says in that way, every relationship is a total commitment, but they don't interfere with each other. They're total commitment because they are maximal for you. That means you come together with this person, no matter how long or how short in terms of time, you are together for a gift that the Spirit has planned, and you will receive that gift. It's maximal. It's all you need. Then when the gift is received, He will arrange the symbols again. So in the end is a lesson to constantly choose the Spirit and extend the Spirit. He says to learn peace, teach peace, to learn it. To learn peace, to learn happiness, teach happiness, to learn it. To learn the Spirit, teach Spirit, to learn it. Teach Spirit to the relationships, to learn it. That is what the relationship is for the Spirit. And it's very, very unified in the Spirit's perspective. Everything is perfect. Everything I can use. You can just call on me. He even says, if you start to notice your mind wander into thoughts involved in special relationships, you need just call on me to enter into a holy instant with me so that I can release that for you. I can release that for you. Spirit can do the work for you if we but call. So this is what I think when I think of a topic of holy relationship. When I think of the topic, I think this is my function. Holy relationship is my function. This is my path. I didn't pick that path. That path was given me. Jesus has picked that path for me. I was given a path. I was given a function. This is my function. This is my path. And I have a lot of opportunities to have holy relationships, to learn what holiness is through those amazing miracles